want to fall down the stairs, right? You said?
Yeah, we want to have every last step and fall. I'm trying to make sure I ordered that right.
Oh, yeah. Are you in Johnson City or in Bristol, Virginia?
Bristol, Virginia.
Perfect. So what time?
Hello, my name is Curtis Wyatt. I am the director and writer of Decisions. What initially drew me to the story is I wanted to start an anthology series of telling people that make these drastic decisions and how much their life changes by making those decisions. So I wanted to start making a series. I wanted to work with first-time actors. So I started just writing. It took me about a day and a half, 2 days, wrote it out. Next thing I know, I'm contacting people like, hey, you wanna go shoot something? You available? Let's go do it. So I ended up making it that way. And the reason why this particular story came to me was because in life, I think people make so many decisions and they don't realize how much it impacts the people around them. So I wanted to make something to where you literally see this one person's decision impacted not just her, but her whole entire family, and then people that were involved with this other person's family. And it gets pretty wild after that. Honestly, for the camera, I knew going into Decisions, I wanted it to be handheld. I wanted it to be up close. I wanted it to be personal. I wanted it to be gritty. I didn't want it to look super clean and super sharp. I wanted it to kind of feel like the camera was just another person inside the room. And talking to my DP, Anthony, me and him had long conversations about it, about, hey, going in there, being handheld, being close, making it feel as if it's another person. And I think we were able to achieve that. For me, when it came to Decisions, I think I wanted to make something unique. There was some different stuff that I kind of saw, like whether it be an Echo Valley or whether it be a 3 billboards, like a small town story, but it has big implications on the people that live there. So I really wanted to do that. So in terms of visual style, I don't know too much visual styles I took from other places. I know that when I had the original talk with my DP, we were always looking at looks of like, hey, how are we gonna do this with tungsten? How are we gonna do this outside? Just trying to make sure that it looked natural and looked pretty. But in terms of like a particular visual style, no, I think we tried to make our own visual style when we shot this particular piece. So me and Anthony had some conversations before we actually got to the shoot about what we wanted to shoot, what we wanted to capture. So I think the DP and director relationship is important. And the reason being is it has to be an open line of communication. At the end of the day, we're all trying to serve this one vision, this one project, and make it the best that we can. And one of the things that I like about Anthony is that he also has a director's eye too. So when he sees something, he's like, well, maybe we can come off and do this, or maybe we can do that. And those are the type of things that you need, because people are inside your ear asking questions about certain things. People are asking about other things. They're asking about this, they're asking about that. And you get pulled in so many different directions as a director. There's some times where something you're gonna miss. And having somebody who's also like-minded like you being like, hey, I know you may not see it like this, but how about we try this? Or how about we look at this? That's exactly what you need. So being able to have a DP that also has a director's mind, and more importantly, still have that cinematic eye, is extremely important. And when we touched down on set, it was seamless. I don't feel like there were like any hiccups. Me and him were constantly in communication about what we were trying to get, what we were trying to do. He told me, hey, this is possible. I was like, well, is this possible? And he would look at me and be like, we don't have a crane. So I know that that wasn't possible. But he definitely kept me grounded in terms of, hey, we're gonna get this on time if we shoot it this way and do it these particular ways in terms of the scenes. So on set, I would say that it was pretty seamless in terms of our communication. So before we did a lot of talking, but actually when we got on set, I feel like we were more in flow than we were not on set. The moment that clicked the most with the story and the visuals and everything coming together, I would say is the basement scene that he has with his ex-fiance, and in terms of letting her go. Because I think for me, the way I wrote it, the way I saw it was a particular way, but it's funny when you're like, well, I don't know if we're gonna be able to pull that off, and you're seeing it. You're seeing it come to life in the way that you want it. You're seeing the emotions being brought. You're seeing the flashbacks land exactly how they're supposed to. They're crying, they're getting emotional. And then what makes it better is the cameraman's letting them stay in it. He's just following. It's when actors are acting, if the camera's not there, that's one of my favorite moments. And honestly, I felt like in those couple of last scenes, because they started just to move. There wasn't much direction coming from me. They were living in those characters' bodies for those couple of minutes. And I think that's probably why it was my favorite, because I didn't have to direct. They started to move as the characters. And then more importantly, I didn't have to say nothing to my sound guy. I didn't have to say nothing to my DP, because they were moving and everybody was in that moment. So that's why I think that's probably one of my favorite, is the basement scene where he ultimately lets her go. The hardest scene to capture from a directing standpoint, I would say, would be the last couple of scenes of the actual project, because you have cops getting out of the car and they're racing and they're pacing, running at a particular speed. They jump into the house, making sure that makes sense in terms of the beats. And then inside the house, making sure, hey, they're coming down the stairs arguing. They see basically the antagonist of the project sitting inside their living room, exactly how they confront that. What does it look like? So I think as a piece altogether, each one of those shots were hard because they all need to seem seamless, and we had to shoot those on separate days. So it's making sure you still keep that energy up as you continue to shoot, even though it's on a different day. My favorite scenes to shoot, hands down, because I wrote them to be one of my favorite, was every time Dean popped up somewhere. Those were my favorite scenes. Boom, Dean's here. Gosh, dog, is someone gonna die? Every time he popped up, I wanted people to feel like, is he gonna kill somebody? Dean crazy, y'all. So that was my favorite, because I wrote him to have a certain mystique about him of how he always ends up in a certain place. And then also to have that dominating and physical presence. And let me tell you something, my boy Gavin, he brought it. All right, so as a director, and I started doing this project, I had actors in mind that I wanted to play the particular roles. I had this person in mind, this person in mind, and all of them said yes. And then as we got closer, all of them dropped out. So I had to find new actors. And each person that I picked just so happened to be first-time actors of terms of getting on set and doing stuff. Maybe it's not their very first time on set, but still being green actors, not having a whole bunch of experience. And one of the reasons why I love working with actors that may not have a whole bunch of experience is we're developing it together. We're learning together. There's certain things that they showed me about the character that I didn't even realize that, oh, that's beautiful. That's awesome that they're reacting in that way, that they're seeing it that way. Okay, maybe we can do a little twist on this. I'm liking where you're going with it. And I think ultimately, this is the most collaborative thing that you can ever do, is go making a project, because you're working with so many different people, so many different tastes, so many different creative people, that it's hard for them not to also filter in their ideas into it too. So I think it was just a nice jumbo gumbo pot of creativeness that we all put in there together to turn out a great project. But that's why I want to continue to work with first-time actors, getting these people their demo reels, getting more exposure for them getting agents, them getting more opportunities from just one thing that we shot. So I'm very blessed to have the talent that I did, and they brought it, each and every last one of them. The most important thing I learned from Decisions is to freaking do it. I think a lot of people talk about what they want to make, what they want to create. And as creatives, we like the dream of creating, but then we get hung up on actually trying to create it. And I think that's the biggest thing. I've dealt with too many people that are talkers, that will talk about doing something and then never end up making it. So for me, my biggest thing, the thing I want to continue to do, is I don't want to talk about creating, I want to go and create. Because the only way I can become a better director is by directing. The only way I can become a better writer is by writing and seeing what the audience responds to. And then I know, hey, maybe I need to change this, maybe I need to change that. But the biggest thing that Decisions has taught me is you can go out and make it. I didn't have very much money for this project. In fact, We had no money, but I made sure that everybody was fed and everybody had a good time because they came for the story, but they also came to grow and to learn and to develop. And basically Decisions was just a class for everybody to learn, to take stuff from one another, to all grow. I was very blessed in that aspect that all these people came together because they enjoyed the story, but more importantly, everybody wanted to grow. And everybody that was a part of it, we gonna be working again. We got another one on the way. So we definitely got to get to it. But the most important thing I learned from Decisions is put your head down, go ahead and just start making. Well, I just got finished directing a short film. I got hired to do that because of Decisions. Look at that. They saw Decisions and wanted to hire me from that. So I got an opportunity to direct a short film. That's going to be coming out soon. But more importantly for me, the next project is I'm going to make another series. I have a couple in mind. I have Across the Hall, which is a series about making relationships during isolation. I have A Winner Takes All, which is a combat action series that I'm really looking forward to do. A series called Live, which is about a post-apocalyptic event that ends up happening and these group of kids surviving inside a world that they know nothing about. So I think with those different series, I have those things coming up next. And to be honest, anything in between. I'm just trying to create as much as possible. So for me as a director, yes, I have these things in mind, but other stuff could pop up. And to be honest, hey, if you're watching this out there and you want to work, just message me and we can get to work. I'm in Atlanta. Let's work. What I would say to any creative out there, and I mean creative, just plain and simple. It doesn't matter if you're trying to be a filmmaker, director, writer, actor, whatever you're trying to be. How bad do you want it? You got to make time for it. I was working a job that I can honestly tell you I hated. Boy, I hated that job. And honestly, I think I was going through a lot of down times and possibly depression because of the job, because I wasn't doing what I was supposed to be doing, which is being a creative. But what I realized during that time, and I had people help me realize, is it's on me. When I have days off and when I have opportunities to create, am I creating? Am I sitting down reading the proper books I'm supposed to? Am I watching YouTube videos, seeing exactly how they made what they made? Am I looking at different cameras or different equipment that I can afford to purchase to use? I mean, shoot, now cell phones done got so good. And I used to hate when people used to be like, oh, you can shoot on a cell phone. You can do this on cell phone. I'm like, well, it's not giving me the image quality that I want. If that's not giving you the image quality that you want, then take some of that money that you made, put some to the side and start renting the stuff that you really want. I believe that now we live inside a time where the accessibility of getting certain items is closer than ever. Like you can buy the right camera, buy the right lenses, shoot it the way that you want it to. But as a creative, the most important thing is to do. If you're an actor, are you getting to those classes? Are you watching the greats? Are you studying? How many plays have you read? How many movies have you watched? How many scripts are you really diving into to see why this person made those choices? Do you know who the last 3 best actresses were that won the Oscar? Do you know who the last 3 best actors were who won the Oscar? As a director, how many of the films are you watching that you typically wouldn't watch? You watching foreign films? You watching action films? You watching dramas? Find out what movies are working and see exactly why those films work. And then as a writer, more importantly, are you writing? It doesn't matter, it doesn't have to be the best work of art yet, but write some scripts and more importantly, read some scripts. See how they're making their ideas come to life. Because if you're not working, if you're not doing, you have to go out, bring yourself out of that bubble. I'm telling you right now, that sad bubble, that depression bubble, that I feel like I have no community around me bubble. When you start to make things happen, doors will start to open. The community that you're looking for will find you. There's a million groups on Facebook that you can join. This YouTube hopefully will be a sign for you to go ahead and go out and do what you're supposed to be doing. As a creative, as a director, as a filmmaker, the biggest thing that I have learned is just to do. And I hope that you do it.
Yes, good.
We're done.